This video contains the questionnaire results for the regional magazine audience research that I did before creating my regional magazine. As you can see, the vast majority of respondents are 20 years old or younger, with 18 to 20-year-olds accounting for half of the responses. As such, I will aim my magazine at this age group, especially as they are at the prime age for attending events such as concerts and gigs. 48% of respondents were male, making them the group with the most responses. However, 43.2% of respondents were female, making it unnecessary to cater to one gender over the other due to the small difference between the two. Furthermore, some of our respondents fell into neither category. As such, it may be a good idea to ensure that other genders are also represented in art and about. 75% of respondents are students. This means that I should ensure that my magazine caters to this group. Due to this, I would probably benefit from advertising things like student accommodation, universities, student discounts, and local clubs. 56% of respondents study at Thomas Rotherham College, a sixth form college in Rotherham near Sheffield. As such, they are likely to frequent the areas covered by Art and About. Furthermore, full-time college and university students are unlikely to have lots of disposable income, meaning that I will have to ensure that I do not advertise or cover events that could be considered too expensive. I may benefit from advertising deals and discounts. 43% of respondents are employed. As such, a large proportion of respondents will have some disposable income with which to attend events and respond to advertisements. However, that still leaves 57% unemployed. These people will have less money to spend. As such, I think I will still benefit from advertising discounts and deals, but I can get away with advertising and covering some slightly more expensive things. A whopping 84% of respondents live within a 30-minute car ride of Sheffield, with almost a third of these living in Sheffield itself. This means that they will be familiar with the area and likely to attend events there. It is also possible that some of these respondents already attend such events. Over a third of respondents use the bus at least once a week, and 40% use the train at least once a month. This makes train and bus stations ideal places to distribute my magazine. However, 60% have never used a tram and 79% only occasionally use taxis. This means that it would be unwise to advertise my magazine in those areas. Unfortunately, only 16% of respondents have read a regional listings magazine before. I shall have to use the responses from the rest of this questionnaire to attempt to make Art and About seem more appealing to these people. The content question was designed to gauge what would most encourage respondents to read a regional listings magazine. A score of 1 indicates that the respondents are uninterested, while a score of 5 indicates that the respondents would love to see that in a regional listings magazine. From the mean of the results, it is evident that respondents value good design in the form of a striking cover photograph, an interesting design, and good cover stories over the superficial gimmicks like celebrities, freebies, and attractive people. I will be better off not focusing on these things when I design my front cover. Because of these responses, I will do my best to avoid things such as celebrity-based articles, repetitive and boring stories, negative gender representations, destructive representations of body image, and too many advertisements. Unfortunately, only 10% of respondents had purchased something advertised in a regional listings magazine before. However, this could be entirely down to the fact that only 16% of respondents had read a regional listings magazine to begin with. However, among those that have previously read regional listings magazines, 57% purchased something advertised. This shows that magazine advertisements can still be effective, provided that I can convince somebody to first pick up my magazine. Of items and products advertised within regional listings magazines, the respondents said that they had bought restaurant meals, beauty products, shampoo, and crafting utilities. Acts recently seen live by respondents include Taylor Swift, Ariana Grande, One Direction, the Arctic Monkeys, and Scouting for Girls. As such, I should create advertisements or features that include these artists in order to make sure that my magazine is of interest to my target audience. 64% of my respondents had been to at least 3 restaurants in Sheffield. This shows that advertising in restaurants is likely to be effective. Cosmo, Pizza Express and Five Guys were among the most popular, with 32% of all respondents having visited at least one of them. While it may seem that very few people have an interest in the cinema, the results show that many respondents do visit View and Cineworld at least once every few months. This means that it may be worthwhile reviewing movies shown there, but not the ones shown at other cinemas. The pubs and clubs most recently visited by respondents are Tank, Corporation and Lead Mill. This shows that I could do well to advertise things there. Very few respondents visit the theatres at all. The vast majority have never been or rarely go. Because of this, the theatre may not be the best thing to advertise or cover, but the results do show that there may be a niche interest in that area. In order to please as many people as possible, I could occasionally advertise and write about the theatre, but it should not be my main focus. Of those that said that they had visited the theatre, 100% said that the Lyceum was the main theatre. This demonstrates the cultural significance of the theatre and reinforces the idea that I should occasionally advertise something going on there. 97.5% of respondents have rarely or never visited an art gallery. As such, it would not be beneficial for me to advertise or cover events at art galleries. I also doubt it would be wise for me to distribute copies of Art and About to art galleries. The following question was designed to find out how people consume music. A score of 5 indicated that they used that most often out of the 5, and a score of 1 indicated that they used it the least often out of the 5. The results show the ever-growing gap that has developed between physical and online media, with the prior constantly becoming less and less prevalent over recent years. As such, I ensure that I grant online access to Art and About, so I do not limit myself to physical media. It also means that advertising things that include a free or discounted Spotify, Apple Music or Deezer subscriptions will be a good idea. 77% of respondents use Netflix to watch movies, compared to 63% that use DVD. Another 63% also use YouTube to watch movies. This adds even more credibility to the idea that online media is becoming more prevalent than physical media. Furthermore, this shows that it would probably be a good idea to advertise shows and movies that are on or are made by Amazon Prime, YouTube and Netflix, in addition to things that are released on DVD.